He's gone too far. CM Punk didn't just cross the line. He dived headfirst into the abyss, and now the King of Kings is swinging the sledgehammer down with a force that has shattered the very foundation of the road to WrestleMania. In a move that has sent shockwaves from the boardroom in Stamford to the locker rooms across the globe, Triple H has officially suspended CM Punk. The best in the world is now the best on the sidelines, and it all stems from a moment of pure, unadulterated disrespect that targeted the memory of a fallen legend. Tonight, the SLAMZONE is diving deep into the wreckage of this explosion. We're talking about the words that broke the internet, the Zilla Fatu interview that turned a storyline into a blood feud, and the cold, hard reality that Roman Reigns' main event might have just lost its challenger. Before we go any further, I want to take a second to talk to you, the SLAMZONE family. We live for these moments, the highs, the lows, and the raw emotion of the squared circle. If you've ever felt that chill down your spine when a theme song hits, or the heartbreak when a legend walks away, then you're in the right place. We're building something special here, a community of fans who truly care about the soul of this business. It would mean the world to us if you could hit that subscribe button, join our family, and turn on those notifications. We pour our hearts into these breakdowns because we love this just as much as you do. Share this with a friend who needs to know the truth, and let's keep this conversation going in the comments. Your support is the heartbeat of this channel. The energy in the arena on Monday Night Raw was unlike anything I've felt in years. You could feel it in the air, a heavy, suffocating tension that usually precedes a riot. CM Punk stood in that ring, the microphone a weapon in his hand, looking into the eyes of the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. We've seen Punk push buttons before. We've seen him tear down icons and burn bridges. But what happened next wasn't Summer of Punk rebellion, it was something darker. When Punk leaned in and told Roman Reigns he would bury him next to his father, the legendary Sika Inoue, the world stopped spinning. The silence that followed wasn't just a crowd catching its breath. It was the sound of 1,000 unwritten rules being shattered at once. Sika Inoue isn't just a name in a record book. He's a patriarch. He's a 3-time tag team champion, a Hall of Famer, and the man who literally began the dynasty that holds the WWE on its shoulders today. He passed away in June 2024, a wound that is still raw for the Inoue family. To weaponize that grief? To use a man's late father as a punchline for a promo? That's where the worked part of professional wrestling dies and the shoot begins. You could see it on Roman's face. The tribal chief didn't roar. He didn't strike. He just changed. His eyes went cold. That simmering, quiet anger is more terrifying than any scream. Backstage footage has since emerged of Roman walking through the gorilla position, refusing to speak to producers, his jaw set in a way that signaled pure, internal fury. But while Roman remained silent, the rest of the bloodline did not. Enter Zilla Fatu, the son of the Samoan bulldozer Umaga, a man whose legacy is built on intensity and family loyalty. Zilla sat down for an exclusive interview that has since become the most talked about piece of media in the industry. He didn't hold back. You could see the tears of frustration and the fire of a protector in his eyes. Zilla said something snapped. "I'm not a CM Punk fan anymore. When I see him, I'm going to slap the out of him." That wasn't a scripted line. That was a young man defending his uncle's memory and his cousin's honor. The pressure on WWE management became an avalanche. Triple H, the chief content officer, was backed into a corner. We know the history between Hunter and Punk. It's a rivalry that spans over a decade, rooted in genuine personal dislike. Remember 2011? When Triple H told Punk to his face, "I'm beating that effort." This isn't just business for these two, it's personal. And tonight, Triple H dropped the hammer. The official statement was cold. CM Punk is suspended indefinitely. Disrespecting a Hall of Famer's memory in this manner crosses every boundary we have. Just think about the magnitude of this. We are weeks away from WrestleMania 42. The posters are printed. The tickets are sold. The main event was supposed to be the ultimate clash of ideologies, the tribal chief versus the voice of the voiceless. Now, that main event is in a state of absolute limbo. The locker room is divided. Some veterans argue that everything is fair game in a promo, while others are disgusted that Punk would use a real-life death to get cheap heat. The Inoue family has circled the wagons. Nia Jax, always one to speak her mind, went on the record saying that small men bark loud. She pointed out how Punk walked away immediately after the line, a coward's move in her eyes because he knew the physical repercussions of what he had just invited upon himself. The bloodline isn't just a faction. It's a global entity of some of the toughest individuals to ever step foot in a ring. By insulting Sika, Punk didn't just pick a fight with Roman. He picked a fight with an entire lineage. As we watch this unfold, the tension is building to a breaking point. Is this a sophisticated work? Or have we truly seen the last of CM Punk in a WWE ring for the foreseeable future? The pacing of this road to WrestleMania has been thrown into a tailspin. Every time the phone rings at WWE headquarters, everyone wonders if it's Punk's lawyers or Roman Reigns demanding a release from his contract to handle this in the streets. This is where legends are made not just by what they do in the ring, but by how they handle the fire when the world starts to burn. Take a breath with me, SLAMZONE family. This is getting intense. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the chaos, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to SLAMZONE, and join the family for more intense wrestling breakdowns every week. We need you with us as we navigate these crazy waters. Now let's get back to the heart of the storm. The question on everyone's lips is, what happens to the title? If Punk is suspended indefinitely, does Triple H strip him of his #1 contender status? Do we see a tournament? Or does a certain great one or a final boss step back into the light to defend the family honor? The uncertainty is staggering. The Zilla Fatu interview was the catalyst. Zilla didn't just talk about the disrespect. He talked about the culture of the Inoue family. He talked about how Sika was the glue that held them together. When Punk mocked that, he mocked the very thing that makes Roman Reigns who he is. You can feel the energy shifting. This isn't about a belt anymore. This is about blood. This is about the fundamental respect that keeps this industry from turning into a literal crime scene. Triple H is in a nightmare scenario. On one hand, Punk is a ratings draw. He moves merchandise. He brings eyes to the product. On the other hand, as the chief content officer, Hunter has to maintain a standard. If he lets this slide, he loses the locker room. He loses the respect of the legends. And most importantly, he risks losing the Inoue family, who have been the backbone of the company for 40 years. The suspense is killing the fans. Every social media post from Punk is being scrutinized. Every like tweet from Roman is being analyzed. Is Punk sitting at home laughing, or is he realizing that he might have just ended his career on his own terms in the worst way possible? The unexpected moment we are all waiting for is the confrontation. Whether it's in a boardroom or behind the curtain at a house show, the collision between the hammer of Triple H and the ego of CM Punk is inevitable. What a moment this is for the history books. We are watching the lines of reality blur until they disappear. This is the fallout you cannot miss. The wrestling world is a powder keg, and CM Punk just lit a match and dropped it. Whether he's back for WrestleMania or gone forever, the landscape has changed. The best in the world moniker feels like a distant memory, replaced by the reality of a man who didn't know when to stop. As we wrap up this emergency breakdown, I want to thank you for sticking with us. These stories are why we love wrestling: the drama, the stakes, and the raw human emotion. It's more than just a show, it's a saga. And you are a part of that saga every time you tune in here. Please hit that like button if you found this breakdown helpful. Subscribe to SLAMZONE and join the family for more intense wrestling breakdowns every week. Comment down below, do you think Triple H made the right call? Was Punk's comment just business, or did he deserve the suspension? We read every single comment and we love hearing your theories. Share this video, hit that bell, and stay tuned. The road to WrestleMania just got a whole lot darker, and we'll be here to shine a light on every single twist and turn. Until next time, keep the passion alive. This is SLAMZONE.